Tell me what you think of the council decision.
Well, I'm Bob Stewart. I'm Executive Director of UFCW, Local 1994 MCGEO. And it's funny how the council waxes courageous, so they say, when they're cutting social services and starting to unravel the social safety net for the most vulnerable among us. When they're cutting libraries by 30% over 2 years. They're lauded by the Washington Post as being bold and decisive, and then when they're shifting costs of retirement and health care, not saving costs, not reducing costs, but shifting costs to their employees, they're lauded as being courageous and bold and so forth by the Washington Post. But it's amazing to me how that courage and boldness can evaporate with one call from a defense contractor. There's not one of those 9 council members that doesn't know the connection between the distortion that a bloated defense budget, crowding out social spending, infrastructure spending that creates jobs. There's not one of those council members that don't understand that intuitively, but all of a sudden they get weak in the knees and point to the federal government as if movements and political pressure don't count for anything at a local level. It certainly does count for a lot, and as it did in Egypt in Tahrir Square, as it does in New York, in the park and Occupy Wall Street movement, political pressure builds at a local level, and fortunately, it's mostly led and frequently led by young people who intuitively understand and have the courage of their convictions to put on the line, to lead the way for older people that don't have that courage or once had it but lost it.